Hello and welcome back to Tyranny. It's time we go down, but before that I of course do a quick save and let's check new sigils on new accents. Increase to spell strength, increasing the potency of most existing effects. No. Oh, and I forgot about that new spell. The new aura we have. They really managed to kill them. A river of lava flows freely around the island, made of huge cracked pieces of the floor. The destruction seems more widespread down here. The plague is so smashed and scratched that you can't read most of it, but it mentions a new binding technique and mastery the magic to preserve the scrolls. Captive smiles wildly at you, her namesake on full display. We won! Her words hold a touch of disbelief. It was hard going, but we did it. Honestly, I'm just as surprised as you are, until we meet again. Of course, Fateminder, go in good health, she smiles wickedly. Until we meet again. And they left nothing to loot for us. Blood Chanter's Spine accessory. Okay, do any of you like accessory? Siren does. Sigil of Emotion. Plus 10 control emotion. I guess I can give it to you. Beyond the gaping hole in the floor, hundreds of scrolls fill the shelves on the far wall out there. Okay. Another accessory. You are on the spree. Sigil of Lightning. Plus 10 control lightning. You're not... I guess you can use that. You have that one spell that gives you... skill that gives you more lightning. This document chronicles the early days of the Radiant bloodline in Stalwart. Hidden among the lists of names and titles, you'll find the story of Queen Portia, who stripped her infant child of any legal claim to the throne to stave off an assassination attempt. The event set a legal precedent that has lasted for centuries. You think someone might find that of interest? We use that, to be honest, this precedent. We made use of that without knowing it. Wait, there's a trap.
Interesting.
And it was me who noticed that. Magic sigil research. These writings describe the process for creating a magical accent. You should be able to decipher destruction with spiral library upgrade and proper materials. So interesting. Oh, we can go over there. I can hear someone fighting. I think we should help.
You see what I see?
Too late.
Come and feast my iron!
Okay. Really? I was unable to aim properly, and the chorus is alive. You have my thanks, Fateminder. I thought I would surely die in this furnace. Not chorus, but disfavored. Please work this time.
To battle! Don't know my own strength.
Just hit them. Just hit. Oh, I keep pressing tab for whatever reason to do things.
I got it.
Siren, are you doing anything?
My armor feels lighter.
Good.
I got it.
Under symbol. The last parchment piece. I suppose it will be over there. And no, we're not going straight in the fight. I am amazed. Okay, bar Q. Yeah, you have health and might maxed out. Maybe let's give you some magic defense. It's still negative, but we can work this out. After using Clash of Iron, Bark will attack twice with his normal strike for a short time. Like that. Or let's give you stance. No, let's give you that.
Yes.
You go straight for him. And you also
Sorry,
go
I
straight
can't.
for him. Where am I? Oh, here. I'm in a very bad place. Oh no, never mind.
Fingers.
It wasn't here. Wait. Oh, numbly. Well, we want to
I got
talk
it.
to him. Okay, the only thing we can do is go upstairs here. I really like those places, the design. You must gotta be party. My whole party is here.
Can't do that.
Seriously. Okay, we are on the other side. That's good. Awfully cute of you to try and sneak up on me in a well-lit room. I wasn't sneaking. He giggles and points at you. You're right there! He laughs for a few more seconds and suddenly stops. In an instant, he goes from ecstatic to petulant. I'm sorry, did I forget to conveniently glance somewhere else? I wonder how you thought that might go. So, here's some new blood come to feed the furnace. I doubt you'll last long. The man spreads a jack-tooth grin and runs his tongue along the front of his teeth. He stares at you while he does. Is this supposed to be doing something for me? He smiles even wider. Should I care? He leans forward as if he's about to tell you something confidential. I will tell you, I don't care about this contest. I don't even care if I ever believe. He sweeps his hands around, indicating the room. The censor has given me a wonderful playground. I have high hopes of making it out of all my pieces intact. If the censor wanted this to be challenging, she should have some people with more drive, he shrugs. With the help of my mates and a few sages, we'll toast the competition to fine ash and powder our faces with their defeat. And if we find the silent archive in the process, that will be good too. What do you know about the silent archive? Nothing. He stares at you for a couple of seconds before continuing. In my estimation, if I can do anything for you, it's not worth your time. Sorry. Do you want this man to find the talent archive? Because I don't. Think a sage can get the drop on me? Do you? He studies you with an expression. What happened? How can you be so sure? That's how. He turns his eyes to the second sage, who immediately drops his gaze. Would you feel inclined to misbehave if you knew you would be pulled down the moment you started acting rabbit? He looks at you again. Our sage is another place. And help you. And you help and you obey. Or you die. Best of luck then. I am leaving. You're not only letting a hardcore group live, but one led by someone who is obviously crazy? Is this really a good idea? He wriggles his fingers at you in mock way. Don't worry, I'll be seeing you soon. Well, hopefully the other one will help you die. Excuse me? Why do drawings and throw alpha so? Nothing twitches, nothing flees. Gives and shadows snuffs, watching you copy the last of the symbols. Does human understand such scribblings? Beast one thinks sage can. The symbols on the page swim before your eyes, fading and reappearing as you watch. As you stare at them, they slowly resolve themselves into a series of sentences. First and foremost, for those that have the strength of will, the door to the north shall open. Secondly comes passion, burning in the south like an unending fire, to provide vitality to the dedicated. Then, from the west shall the one with true resolve come to explain the gravity of commitment to knowledge. Lastly, look to the east and brace yourselves against those who would pull you down. Let your might be solid as stone. So we have north, then south, then east, and lastly north. God damn it, west. Thank you. Spill the Fatebinder's guts. Oh, come on, really? And I wanted to let you live, although... Nah, no, I wouldn't.
Shield wall unto myself.
Good job for triggering the trap. Dodge and parry, okay. Here. What are you doing? Spell casting blocked. Great. Everyone please hit Barret. Well, I'll use the Aura of Fear
Sounds like that hurts.
on him. Get over here.
That can't be.
Use this. You're free! Why do you keep fighting? The scroll's decorated with magic symbols, oh. Another one.
Yes.
I just wanted to go past. But no, they have to fight. So there's something here as well that I missed. No, I just couldn't access it earlier.
Did you hear that?
Yep. Why is Siren going first?
Yes.
And why? I'm trying to figure out which is the correct. That way.
Right. Can't do that.
Why?
Fear nothing. Fear nothing.
Of course, 7 breaths. Okay.
Fear nothing. Beast woman again. Within 5
I really
fingers.
like how Siren works.
Found
I
something.
just don't feel that confident about having to min-max her options.
Aye.
This missive is a reply into the presage for Nata. It urges her to make an important decision about the future of their guild. Evidently, the sages were often used as mediators between the armies, oftentimes because Grave and Ash simply refused to work with the voices of Nerat due to the troubled past between the two. The beast woman digs in one armpit and brings the tips of her claws to her lips and takes a fruitful lick. We didn't spend all that time gathering information on how to get past this, to give up here. Read the poem again. While you look at the bar preventing your progress, you hear a noise behind you. So it comes down to this. I might not have much of my crew left, but I will die before I let you in there first. Well, your death can be easily arranged.
You have no hope.
There's literally only the two of you. And I will run away. I will blow you up. And she'll do her. No. Yeah.
Human demands too much from beast woman.
Oh,
Will do.
Oh. Another arcane scroll. Sigil of influential domain. This room is mysteriously untouched by the destruction that ripped the rest of the library apart. This scroll looks completely undisturbed on the intact shelving. Okay, so you have new expression. Create spells that affect all targets within a circular area. This is the cooldown. I like this one. No. Okay. Restore the land. Create a healing field in a large area. Allies in the area have random hostile effects removed and have their maximum health increased. We don't have enough lore for that. But I like that. Let's see, do we have anything else? Slumber. Muddle the nines of force in area, forcing them into a potent sleep, unaffected by the noise of combat. Attacks will wake sleeping enemies. North, south, east. Of course, I messed the last two up. Mix them up. We learned so many sigils here. Accent that increases the duration of spell's effect. This place is awesome. Oh, this is a way out. Okay, how many there were? Two. Oh, Scudo bounding the burning eye. Yeah. I think we did save two already. I don't want to kill her before we are sure. No, they must have been saved. Well, I assumed it would be you who would emerge as the victor in this game. I must say I'm a little disappointed you were able to dispatch all my men so readily. The fear of death is a great motivator, but causing death seemed to motivate you a little more. I guess I'll have to show a more discerning eye in my recruiting. But your string of success ends here. Your body will join with those of the sages on the altar. It's rather amusing if you think about it. They may have stopped the building from collapsing, but they couldn't stop the edict or the Scarlet Course. All they did was sacrifice themselves for a scrap of parchment they're going to lose anyway. Didn't we kill you already? Well, interesting, because I find your confidence amusing. Oh, when you ran away crying, I figured you were scared of me. I was thinking the same thing. You talk of how wonderful the game is and how it will bring you success, and yet we are the victors here, not you. Don't confuse caution with cowardice, Fatebinder. It's easier to assess an opponent when you know what he is capable of. You seem quite capable, and I think you'll find me to be as well. You will not have the silent archive. And while I thank you for your help opening up the passage and finding the silent archive, you are no longer of any use to me. It's time to end this. Yeah, sure. Just let me blow up your troops. And Tyranny will use full speed on you.
I must.
Yeah, unfortunately she wasn't quick enough. Here's Primus.
Will do.
So, what are you doing? Oh, no, you must heal the potion. You must drink the potion. Okay, I really don't like the way it's going.
Nothing except tick them off.
Spellcasting blocked. Okay, so drink the potion. Of course, you had to blow up. Oh, but you're left behind some nice gloves. Fire armor, more recovery. I think I'll give it to Siren though. Heavy armor, of course. Obsidian fragment, take it.
Have a look here.
Oh, we have new stuff. Staff of Hours. And Chronicle's Eye. Let's give you the newly found weapon.
Oh! Oh, I can't wait to try this out.
Sage Torvin, Kairos' armies have been rebuffed for now, but it is only a temporary victory. I have no doubt that we may hold these walls a good deal longer, but you must remember that the Overlord aims not to butcher the Citadel's keepers, but to destroy its secrets. Kairos is not omnipotent, her powers may be known and understood in time, and she rightly fears the knowledge we hold here. The silent archive must be protected. There is no library in the tiers that is its equal. Nothing else matters. Nothing. We may not know the Overlord's plans, but with time and research, we may circumvent any of her designs. I need you to ensure that we will have the time when the moment is right. Focus your efforts on Sage Stea's theoretical forays into temporal magic. While we were right to deny such dangerous experimentation before, now is the time in which its risks are justified. Gather the elder sages and make your way to the lower chambers. You are to remain there until you devise a solution to Stea's problem of scale. Halting the flow of the time in a single chamber won't be sufficient if Kairos drowns us all in a storm of hurtles this library into the firmament. You must find a way to encase all of the Citadel in such a spell, should disaster come. Your success isn't optional. This library will be distant memory if Kairos has her way. Should we both survive, I will be happy to congratulate you on your breakthrough. Until then, get to work. Sagely told us, we can help you with the ringing in your ears just yet, so we'll have to make do until the conflict is over. Yes, Arwell was very explicit in his directives. I know they seem impossible, but that is the situation we face. Everyone that could interpret the Silent Archive died in the last night's attack, so we're not getting any assistance in this matter. Thankfully, I do have an idea, one which requires everyone's participation. Scale is the issue. Stea's last experiments only affected as much as a small chamber. I believe that we can amplify the spell's effects by repeating the motions of its sigils as a group, similar to the ritual magic used in primitive cultures that predated modern tiersmen. Sage Dangling Participle believes that this will create an exponential growth to the spell's effects, but at the expected cost to stability. I'm inclined to agree. Also, we have no other ideas. No one else here has your expertise in magical foci. You've told me countless of times how minor baubles can have a profound leveling effect on spells that exceed the control of their casters. What if we use something as powerful as an artifact as this focus of the ritual? Without one, the energies involved will quickly become chaotic and almost assuredly deadly for all of us. At least with an artifact, there's a chance that Stea's spell will encompass the entire Citadel and put it into state of stasis. In my opinion, there's only one artifact to use, and that's the Silent Archive itself. It's clearly the most potent object in this room. Sage Dangling Participle believes that the staff of ours will suffice, but I'm not going to leave anything to chance. Better that we use the Silent Archive as our focus now and figure out how to safely retrieve it later. Note if you agree after reading this. I really hope that Blast didn't take your side as well. Sage Torvin. The altar sits in the middle of a lake of lava, encircled by ritual braziers. The bodies of the sages who gave their lives to stop the library's collapse are littered around the central pedestal. Remove the scroll and place it with one of your artifacts to keep the protective magics from ending. A nimbus of magical energy surrounds this scroll, which levitates above the central platform. You see characters upon the parchment, but they seem to shift from one language to the next. I haven't seen an artifact of that age of preservation since my days in Stalwart. I'm not much for books, but it doesn't take a scholar to figure that this is the Sound Archive. The motion of the characters on the scroll's surface slows as you approach, seemingly in response to your presence. Waves of energy radiate out from the scroll, billowing up toward the ceiling and fanning out to encompass the cavernous chamber. It appears that the Sound Archive is an active participant in some sort of ongoing spell, one that is likely keeping the burning library standing. Removing the scroll would assuredly have disastrous effects upon the active spell. Analyze it. This must be the time stasis spell referenced in Sage Arwell's letter. Judging by the bodies arrayed around the Sound Archive, the mages appear to have been successful in their attempts to halt the destruction of Garrus's edict, though they did not survive the process. Identify the spell's focus. Sage Leota's experiments with foci already clearly paid off. The spell protecting the burning library is operating at a massive scale. Its chaotic energy is currently stabilized by the Sound Archive itself. What are you? As you utter the question, the scroll's surface is suddenly wiped clear. After a moment, words begin to form on the page. Indeed, the Sound Archive is meant to be the final source of knowledge. Every text we have magically transcribed bubbles beneath its surface, waiting to be called forth. First Scribe, Junior, Sage Archival Methodologies, Volume 8. If the entire library could be summed up in one sheet of parchment, perhaps there wasn't much worth learning after all. The passage faded away, only to be replaced by another. The Sound Archive is the 100-year endeavor of this School of Quill and Ink. As one of its creators and guardians, I have ensured that its knowledge may only be accessed by the sages of my order, and only those specifically charged with such a weight responsibility. The Sound Archive is, thus, a glittering jewel that only a few may see. Should the artifact fall into outsider hands, I expect that less than 1 in 100 of its secrets will be revealed in the span of a lifetime. First Sage Arwell, Legacies of the School of Quill and Ink, Volume 20. In the blink of an eye, the scroll's text disappears, only to be replaced by a chaotic swirl of overlapping letters and words. It refuses to respond to any further questions. Giving back this stuff. Give it back. Yes. The parchment surface is impossible to read, ever-shifting and convoluted. You see characters from Old Verdant written over calligraphy of the Northern Empire, which transforms into words used by the nomadic tribes of ancient Azure, and then again into phrases of the common tongue of the Tears. You reach out to touch the scroll, but as soon as your hand passes through the cloud encasing it, a violent tremor erupts in the hall. The shaking continues for a few seconds and then vanishes. I suspect we won't spend much time in here. That scroll is a linchpin holding the rest of the library together. Trust me, I know a thing or two about unstable structures. Take the Sound Archive. Are you so eager to bring the library down on our heads that you would pull out the only linchpin? So be it. Actually, keeping it all safe, I would like to exchange it for stuff, but I cannot seem to be able to.
Such power. Let's put it to use.
Can we use it now? By the way, I don't see it. Weapon sets. I'm looking for that ability. I cannot seem to find it. Artifact abilities, okay. Not in combat. Wait, don't I also have one of those?
Can't do that.
Nope, stop. Cannot feel of burning then may fail without mystic's place.
sprung on pack like startled rabbits.
I wanted to replace it with this stuff. Next time I plan on collapsing an entire building down on us, could you give me a little more warning? We barely made it out this in time. She looks around. We fulfilled the edict. It should be ending, shouldn't it? The air surrounding you begins to thin, and the smell of embers begins to diminish, the clouds of smoke slowly revealing the sky beyond them. You feel a powerful pulse of warm energy burst from the sound archive. Sound disappears into a deafening silence. Your vision blurs and you are overcome by a dizziness that nearly knocks you off your feet. Then, as quickly as it hits you, the feeling passes. The air around you begins to settle, and the particles of fire and ash that moments ago stung your eyes dissipate with a chilly gust. With the sound archive removed from the burning library, the edict of fire is extinguished, and its warmth pulls you into your very chest. You know you're just asking for it from the sages. You're never going to hear the end of it. First the edict, next they'll want you to scour the tears for the torn-out pages of the farming almanac. Reeks of ash and rotting trees, hurts to believe. The sages had better shape up and share their knowledge this time. Hoarding it got them here, and I hate to think that history might repeat itself. The shape and intensity of the fire slip in your mind, the details of the mighty incantation, the wording, the magical logic of the flames, all are seared in your mind with perfect recall. The edict of fire is now a part of you. Marik's expression twists into a grimace. Fatebinder. I felt the depth of my oathbound as surely as if a blade had been slipped between my own ribs. Far be it from me to question the decisions in these matters, but could you not have rescued my men before destroying the library? He looks down, his face forlorn. I will mourn those who fell when I am finished here. Thank you for your assistance. I can finish anything else in the library that requires the disfavor's attention while you return to Graven Ash. I will send in my full report as soon as I'm able. Should you need my assistance in the future, you have but to ask. I'm fairly sure we did help two disfavored in the library. Anyway, I am going to end this part here. So, for now, you know what, let's check this part. Yeah, I know. Maybe I just didn't look close enough. No, something useful. This shelf is well separated from the surrounding area and looks quite perilous to scale. Strange, rocky protrusions can be seen along the top, likely magical in nature. And of course we cannot get up there. What a shame. Okay, but I am going to end this part here, so for now, thank you very much. Stay alive and see you soon. Bye.